Welcome back to our channel. We're here with Set 2 of the PYQs and MCQs from the chapter Biological Classification, perfect for your NEET revision. The PDF without explanations for this set is already available on our Linktree. If you missed Set 1, check the link in the description or visit our channel. Let's stay consistent and focused. Your success starts with daily practice. Let's get started. Check this table to see how many previous year questions, PYQs, came from each topic, so you'll know exactly what to expect and focus on. Let's prepare smart and score high. The answers are at the end. Question 1. In Penicillium, the asexual reproduction takes place by Option A. Ascospores. Option B. Aplanospores. Option C. Sporangiospores. Option D. Conidiospores. Explanation. Penicillium is a type of fungus that mainly reproduces asexually. It forms asexual spores called conidia on special structures called conidiophores. These conidia help the fungus spread and grow into new mycelium. In sexual reproduction, it forms ascospores, but this happens rarely. So, option D is the correct answer. Question 2. Select the incorrect match. Option A. Morels and truffles. Phycomycetes. Option B. Puffballs and mushrooms. Basidiomycetes. Option C. The bread mold. Phycomycetes. Option D. None of these. Explanation. Option A is morels and truffles. Phycomycetes is incorrect. Morels and truffles are edible fungi that belong to Ascomycetes, not Phycomycetes. Option B is puffballs and mushrooms. Basidiomycetes is correct. Puffballs and mushrooms are classified under Basidiomycetes. Option C is bread mold as Phycomycetes. Correct. Bread molds like Rhizopus belong to Phycomycetes, sometimes also called zygomycetes. So, option A is the correct answer. Question 3. Match column 1 with column 2 and select the correct option from the given codes. Column 1. A. Phycomycetes. B. Ascomycetes. C. Basidiomycetes. D. Deuteromycetes. Column 2. 1. Sac fungi. 2. Algal fungi. 3. Fungi imperfecti. 4. Club fungi. Option A. A. 2, B. 1, C. 4, D. 3. Option B. A. 2, B. 4, C. 1, D. 3. Option C. A. 4, B. 1, C. 2, D. 3. Option D. A. 4, B. 3, C. 2, D. 1. Explanation. Phycomycetes. Also called lower or algal fungi because they live in water and have a simple body like algae. Ascomycetes. Known as sac fungi because they make spores inside a sac-like structure called an ascus. Basidiomycetes. Called club fungi because their spores form on a club-shaped structure called a basidium. Deuteromycetes. Also called fungi imperfecti because their sexual stage is not known. So, option A is the correct answer. Question 4. Kingdom Plantae includes Option A. Algae and bryophytes. Option B. Pteridophytes and gymnosperms. Option C. Angiosperms. Option D. All of these. Explanation. Algae. Simple, mostly water-living plants. Some, like green algae, are part of the plant kingdom. Bryophytes. Small land plants like mosses and liverworts. They don't have true roots or stems. Pteridophytes. Plants like ferns that have vessels, vascular tissue, and reproduce using spores. Gymnosperms. Plants like pine and cycads that produce seeds but no flowers or fruits. Angiosperms. Flowering plants. They produce seeds inside fruits and are the most advanced and diverse group. All these belong to the plant kingdom, showing different stages in plant evolution. So, option D is the correct answer. Question 5. Bladderwort and Venus flytrap are examples of. Option A. Insectivorous plants. Option B. Parasitic plants. Option C. Entourage plants. Option D. Aquatic plants. Explanation. Bladderwort and Venus flytrap are called insectivorous plants because they trap and digest insects to get nutrients like nitrogen. They make their food through photosynthesis but eat insects to survive in poor soil that lacks nitrogen. So, option A is the correct answer. Question 6. Which of the following statements regarding the kingdom Plantae is correct? Option A. It includes all eukaryotic chlorophyll-containing organisms. Option B. Few of its members are partially heterotrophic. Option C. The cell wall is made up of cellulose. Option D. All of these. Explanation. Option A is that kingdom Plantae includes all eukaryotic organisms that have chlorophyll, which means they can make their food through photosynthesis. Option B is some plants like bladderwort and Venus flytrap are partially heterotrophic. They trap insects to get extra nutrients. Option C is plant cells have a cell wall made of cellulose, which gives them structure and support. So, all statements are true, hence the correct option is option D. All of these. Question 7. Pick up the wrong statement. This is a PYQ. Option A. Protista have photosynthetic and heterotrophic modes of nutrition. Option B. Some fungi are edible. Option C. Nuclear membrane is present in Monera. Option D. Cell wall is absent in Animalia. Explanation. Option A. Protista have photosynthetic and heterotrophic modes of nutrition. It is correct. Some protists make their food, like algae, while others eat other organisms, like protozoa. Some do both. Option B. Some fungi are edible. It is also correct. Fungi like mushrooms are safe to eat and commonly used in food. Option C. Nuclear membrane is present in Monera. It's incorrect. Monera includes bacteria, which are prokaryotes. They don't have a nucleus or nuclear membrane. Option D. The cell wall is absent in Animalia. It is correct. Animal cells have only a cell membrane, not a cell wall. So, option C is the correct answer. Question 8. Tobacco mosaic virus, TMV, genes are. Option A. Double-stranded RNA. Option B. Single-stranded DNA. Option C. Polyribonucleotides. Option D. Proteinaceous. Explanation. Tobacco mosaic virus, TMV, has single-stranded RNA as its genetic material. RNA is made of many small units called ribonucleotides. So, TMV's genetic material is a polyribonucleotide has a chain of ribonucleotides. So, option B is the correct answer. 9. Which of the following statements about viruses is correct? Option A. Nucleic acid of viruses is known as the capsid. Option B. Viruses possess their metabolic system. Option C. All viruses contain both RNA and DNA. Option D. Viruses are obligate parasites. Explanation. Option A says nucleic acid of viruses is known as capsid. No, it is wrong. The nucleic acid is the virus's genetic material, DNA or RNA. Capsid is just the protein shell that protects it. Option B says Viruses have metabolism. No. Viruses can't do anything by themselves. They use the host system to survive and multiply. Option C says viruses have both DNA and RNA. It is wrong. A virus has either DNA or RNA, never both. Option D says viruses are parasites. It is correct. Viruses need a host to live and reproduce. So, they are obligate parasites, they can't live on their own. So, option D is the correct answer. Question 10. Virus envelope is known as option A. Virion. Option B. Core. Option C. Capsid. Option D. Nucleoprotein. Explanation: a virion is the complete virus outside a host. It includes genetic material, DNA or RNA. Capsid, protein shell. Sometimes an envelope, outer layer. Even if a virus has an envelope, the full structure is still called a virion. Other options: core is just the DNA or RNA. Capsid is made up of protein coat. Nucleoprotein is genetic material and protein, part of the core, not the full virus. So, option C is the correct answer. Question 11. Who crystallized and isolated viruses for the first time? Option A. W. M. Stanley. Option B. K. M. Smith. Option C. D. J. Ivanovsky. Option D. M. W. Bajering. Explanation: W. M. Stanley was an American biochemist who, in 1935, first crystallized the tobacco mosaic virus, TMV. His work showed that viruses can be crystallized and still stay infectious. This proved that viruses are mostly made of protein and helped scientists understand viruses better. So, option A is the correct answer. Question 12. Select the pair that consists of viral diseases. Option A. Mumps and smallpox. Option B. Herpes and influenza. Option C. Cholera and typhoid. Option D. Both A and B. Explanation: mumps, a viral disease that causes swelling of the salivary glands. Smallpox, a deadly viral disease, now gone, caused by the variola virus. Herpes, a common viral infection caused by the herpes virus. Influenza, flu, a viral infection that affects the nose, throat, and lungs. Cholera, a bacterial disease caused by Vibrio cholerae, leading to severe diarrhea. Typhoid, a bacterial infection caused by Salmonella typhi, spread through dirty food or water. So, option D is the correct answer. Question 13. Select the incorrect statement. Option A. Most plant viruses are RNA viruses. Option B. Bacteriophages possess dsDNA. Option C. The viruses that infect animals have single-stranded DNA. Option D. Prion possess an abnormally folded protein. Explanation: option A says most plant viruses are RNA viruses. It is correct. Most viruses that infect plants have RNA, usually single-stranded, as their genetic material. Option B says bacteriophages possess dsDNA. It is correct. Bacteriophages, viruses that infect bacteria, usually contain double-stranded DNA. Option C says animal viruses have single-stranded DNA. It is incorrect. Some do, but many animal viruses have double-stranded DNA or RNA, too. Option D says prion possess an abnormally folded protein. It is correct. Prion are not viruses. They're infectious proteins that cause brain diseases. So, option C is the correct answer. Question 14. Assertion: Pasteur coined the term contagium vivum fluidum. Reason: M.W. Bajerinck found that a virus-infected plant of tobacco can cause infection in a healthy plant. Option A. If both the A and the R are true, and the R is the correct explanation of the A. Option B. If both A and the R are true, but the R is not the correct explanation of A. Option C. If A is true but R is false. Option D. If A is false, but R is true. Explanation: Assertion: Pasteur coined the term contagium vivum fluidum. It is incorrect. It was M.W. Bajerinck, not Pasteur, who coined this term in 1898. Reason: Bajerinck found that a virus-infected tobacco plant can infect a healthy plant. It is correct. His experiments showed that the disease-causing agent was not a bacterium but a filtrable, living fluid is what we now call a virus. So, the assertion is false, but the reason is true. So, option D is the correct answer. Question 15. A virus can be considered a living organism because it: Option A. Responds to a touch stimulus. Option B. Respires. Option C. Reproduces inside the host. Option D. Can cause disease. Explanation: Viruses are seen as being on the edge between living and non-living. They don't have their metabolism and can't reproduce on their own. But they are sometimes called living because they can reproduce, but only inside a living host cell, using the host system to make more viruses. So, option C is the correct answer. Question 16. Match the column 1 and column 2. Column 1. A. Potato spindle. B. C.R. Jacob disease, CJD. C. Cholera. D. Leaf rolling and leaf curling. Column 2. 1. Virus. 2. Viroid. 3. Prion. 4. Bacteria. Option A. A1, B2, C3, D4. Option B. A4, B3, C2, D1. Option C. A2, B3, C4, D1. Option D. A4, B1, C3, D2. Explanation: A. Potato spindle it matches with. Caused by a viroid, tiny infectious RNA. B. Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, CJD, it matches with. Caused by prion, misfolded proteins. C. Cholera it matches with. Caused by bacteria, Vibrio cholerae. D. Leaf rolling and curling it matches with. Caused by a virus in plants. So, option C is the correct answer. In question 16, the option was incorrectly matched in the set 2, without explanation PDF available via our Linktree for this chapter. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience and appreciate your understanding and continued support. Question 17. Match the column 1 and column 2. Column 1. A. Plant virus. B. Animal virus. C. Viroids. D. Prion. Column 2. 1. Mad cow disease. 2. Potato spindle tuber. 3. Polio. 4. Tobacco mosaic. Option A. A4, B3, C2, D1. Option B. A1, B2, C3, D4. Option C. A3, B4, C1, D2. Option D. A2, B3, C4, D1. Explanation: A. Plant virus goes with tobacco mosaic. Tobacco mosaic virus, TMV, infects plants like tobacco. B. Animal virus goes with polio. Poliovirus causes disease in humans. C. Viroids goes with potato spindle tuber. Potato spindle tuber disease is caused by a viroid, PSTVD. D. Prion goes with mad cow disease. Mad cow disease is caused by prion, which are misfolded proteins. So, option A is the correct answer. Question 18. Mad cow disease in cattle and CR-Jacob disease in humans are due to infection by option A. Prion. Option B. Bacterium. Option C. Virus. Option D. Viroid. Explanation. Mad cow disease, in cattle, and Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, in humans, are caused by prion. Prion are misfolded proteins that cause other proteins to misfold too, leading to brain-related diseases. So, option A is the correct answer. Question 19. Satellite RNAs are present in some. Option A. Plant viruses. Option B. Viroids. Option C. Prion. Option D. Bacteriophages. Explanation. Satellite RNAs are small RNA molecules that cannot replicate on their own. They need a helper virus to reproduce and form a protective coat. They are usually found with plant viruses. So, option A is the correct answer. Question 20. Which of the following statements is correct? Option A. Lichens are not good pollution indicators. Option B. Lichens do not grow in polluted areas. Option C. The algal component of lichens is called the mycobiont. Option D. The fungal component of lichens is called a phycobiont. Explanation. Lichens are pollution indicators. Lichens are very sensitive to air pollution, especially sulfur dioxide. If lichens are missing in an area, it usually means the air is polluted. Lichens are made of two partners. 1. Phycobiont, alga makes food by photosynthesis. 2. Mycobiont, fungus gives protection and absorbs water and minerals. Lichens can't survive in polluted air, so they are rarely found where pollution levels are high. So, option B is the correct answer. Question 21. Which of the following are the most suitable indicators of SO2 pollution in the environment? It is a PYQ. Option A. Conifers. Option B. Algae. Option C. Fungi. Option D. Lichens. Explanation. Lichens are made of a fungus and an alga, or cyanobacteria, living together. They absorb water and nutrients from the air, so they are very sensitive to air pollution like sulfur dioxide, SO2. If SO2 levels are high, lichens may stop growing or even die. So, option D is the correct answer. Question 22. Read the following statements and answer the question. 1. Some members are saprotrophic or parasites, while a large number of them are decomposers of litter and help in mineral cycling. 2. They reproduce only by asexual spores known as conidia. 3. Mycelium is septate and branched. 4. Alternaria, Colletotricum and Trichoderma are examples of this class. 5. Commonly known as imperfect fungi. Which of the following classes of fungi is being described by the above statements? Option A. Phycomycetes. Option B. Deuteromycetes. Option C. Basidiomycetes. Option D. Ascomycetes. Explanation. Statements 1, 3, and 4 describe common fungal features like being saprophytic/parasitic, decomposers, and having septate, branched mycelium. Statement 2. Deuteromycetes reproduce only by asexual spores called conidia. Statement 5. They are called imperfect fungi because their sexual stage is unknown. So, option B is the correct answer. Question 23. Which one of the following is an incorrect pair? Option A. Louis Pasteur coined the term virus. Option B. Beijerinck Contagium vivum fluidum. Option C. Ivanovsky. Discovered retroviruses. Option D. Stanley. Crystallized TMB. Explanation. Option A. Louis Pasteur coined the term virus. It is incorrect. Pasteur worked on diseases, but the term virus was not coined by him. Option B. Bajerinck. Contagium vivum fluidum. It is correct. Bajerinck described viruses as contagious living fluid after studying tobacco mosaic virus. Option C. Ivanovsky. Discovered retroviruses. It is incorrect. Ivanovsky discovered TMV but not retroviruses. Retroviruses were discovered much later. Option D. Stanley. Crystallized TMV. It is correct. Stanley showed that viruses like TMV could be crystallized and are mostly protein. So, option C is the correct answer. (24) Match column 1, character/feature, with column 2, examples, and choose the correct option. Column 1, characters/features. A. Red dinoflagellates. B. Unicellular fungi used to make bread and beer. C. Source of antibiotics. D. Bread mold. Column 2, examples. 1. Rhizopus. 2. Goniolax. 3. Yeast. 4. Penicillium. Option A. A3, B2, C1, D4. Option B. A2, B3, C1, D4. Option C. A2, B3, C4, D1. Option D. A2, B4, C3, D1. Explanation. A. Red dinoflagellates match with Goniolax. They cause red tides. Example. Goniolax. B. Unicellular fungi used to make bread and beer matches with yeast. Yeast helps in fermentation to make bread and beer. C. Source of antibiotics matches with Penicillium. Penicillium produces the antibiotic penicillin. D. Bread mold matches with Rhizopus. Rhizopus is the mold that grows on bread. So, option C is the correct answer. 25. Difference between virus and viroid is. Option A. Absence of protein coat in viroid, but present in virus. Option B. Presence of low molecular weight RNA in the virus but absent in viroid. Option C. Both A and B. Option D. None of the above. Explanation. Viroids are tiny infectious agents made only of single-stranded circular RNA and have no protein coat. Viruses have genetic material, RNA or DNA, inside a protein coat called a capsid. The statement that low molecular weight RNA is present in viruses and absent in viroids is wrong, because viroids are defined by their low molecular weight RNA. So, option A is the correct answer. Here are the answers. Tip: carefully read every question, especially those with words like correct, incorrect, not, or is/are. These words can change the meaning of the question completely. Take your time to check the options thoroughly, don't rush. A clear mind and attention to detail can save precious marks. Stay calm. Stay focused. You're on the right path. Thanks for watching. If you found it helpful, like, share, subscribe, follow for daily updates. Everything you need for this chapter is ready for you. Notes for Part 1 and Part 2, available on our Linktree. Full video lectures from our channel Hidden Wisdom Academy Biology. Mnemonics, examples and full forms with video and PDF. Practice questions set 1 ideal for revision with PDF and video. Also, daily MCQs and PYQs, catch them on YouTube Shorts for quick revision. Stay connected. Keep learning. Let's crack it together.